Thoughts on the Liquid roster as a whole?
For me,
No, the other guy in Discord.
I think that they still have a lot of games that they still got to play. I think.
Yeah, they were looking honestly. I mean, I didn't expect them to be insane,
Hey
but
man,
unpopular
been
opinion, they didn't
watching
look
your
as strong as I
content for a
thought
while
they
now.
would. I thought they'd
Always enjoy seeing you
be able to
play
lean
CS
individually a little bit more, like on the
Thanks to
teams they're
your
playing.
signings.
But they
Thank
only
you,
lost one game to MAD, so
EliGE.
Yeah, I think everyone just expected them to kind of just like smash through and like would play us in like the 2-0 games and stuff like that, which was pretty surprising that didn't happen. But I don't know. I think they're even still figuring out their map pool because I thought that they were permanent banning Nuke, but then they swapped it to Vertigo. So I'm not sure what happened. Maybe a bad scrim or two.
were you responsible for one of these?
No, they haven't scrimmed us at all. I think that they don't have enough aggressive players, but maybe Cadian's calling style will make up for that in some way.
Yeah, I don't. Ykinder, I feel like isn't enough as one player, and also I think he actually really likes not like he likes the entry in a certain way to a certain area, but he doesn't really want to be like they need one more guy because he doesn't really want to move from that. Is how I see him. Like he's really good at like this pathing. He knows every single like outcome and solution to the problems where he's going. And I don't think he wants to move from there, but that requires somebody else also to like do something similar or be aggressive opposite of him. I don't know who that would be.
I think the issue is that people incorrectly use the terms of like roles in Counter-Strike when they're like describing certain players, because for me I don't consider like Merrick's as an entry. Like to me he's not like an entry. To me he's a space creator, which is the same role as me, which is the same role as Patsy.
Yeah.
Which we don't like end up entering a lot of the time. And you need somebody that like a lot of times the player that's lurking actually ends up entering a lot on like their site. So if you watch like the Liquid games, for example, like on Anubis, Skulls is the A guy, like he's the A lurker on T side.
There we go.
And whenever they're gonna be like actually popping into A, because that's like his spot, he's gonna end up actually entering most of the time.
Yeah. No, I think casters have done a better job of talking about like space creation rather than hard entries. It's hard because like when you start getting into that stuff, it's hard for people on the broadcast at least to go more in depth than that. So they have to sometimes simplify things. No, but you're right. And I would still call you like an entry, but yeah, like you guys usually create space in the default early on in the round. And you will entry if there's people basically there, right? But if they're not there and they're giving you that space that you then took, yeah, when the round develops, typically the extremities, whoever's around there, is the first one into that choke point, kind of clearing the close angles while the team is like splitting, regrouping, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Like I'd say what they like, for example, when we got Shocks and NAF like on the team.
Well, that was by accident, right? Essentially.
Kinda not. I mean, I don't. Actually, I think that it was like locked in like pretty early before like Keith like knew what he wanted to do. But like whatever with that, like if we talk about like roles with it, like they're both like really passive lurker type roles. You know what I mean? And right now, I think Skulls is also kind of like the same thing as like Keith in terms of like their roles. And then Russ, I think that he wanted to play more space creator roles when he joined Liquid, but I'm not exactly sure. But Russ to me is like the perfect guy for like Skulls' types of spots, because he's really strong in like those spots. I think that he's good in them, and he also is like really comfortable entering if he had to in those spots.
Yeah, not always wanting to go first. No, but like when the round kind of dissipates into, we'll just say plans don't go according to the plan. Like Twist doesn't mind filling in that role of getting dirty or getting in somewhere where, you know, maybe it wasn't designed or thought of, and he's comfortable being like a wild card or just on the fly making space.
Yeah, Russ would prefer like being like second, third. Like he doesn't like want to go like as like the first entry.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how like kind of everyone is on the team, where like they don't really like that's not their natural role of like I'm like gonna just like go bust open the site.
Yeah. Yeah, I get
Like I
you.
think Merrick's played like that more on VP, but like when he joined Liquid, like his style was like super space creator type player.